This is how critics say New York City police arrested tens of thousands of people for minor marijuana possession last year. It's called stop and frisk. Police stop a, quote, suspicious person, and they go through his pockets, even though he's not accused of a crime. According to the NYPD's own records, they made 600,000 stops just last year. That's more people stopped on the streets of New York than live in the city of Seattle. And about 90% of them are Black and Hispanic.
Greetings, YouTube. It's NYC Resistance. I'm making this video as a wake-up call to show you what's happening in what's supposed to be the freest country in the world.
You are listening to the voice of a man who calls himself NYC Resistance. The young man spends his days and nights patrolling New York City, filming what he believes are unjust frisks and arrests made by police throughout the boroughs.
So he asked you to step outside the car, then what happened?
Just searching me, asking if I smoke weed.
I'm walking home, I ain't do nothing. Like, they just stopped, they just probably see me.
If I had a suit and tie on, you would never with me. But because I wear a hoodie and I dress hip hop, I'm a target.
When you dressing like with the biggie and the jeans, saggy jeans with the do-rag and the hat ski, you already know how they gonna feel.
All right, so we just pulled in front of Yankee Stadium where we're meeting NYC Resistance. He's very paranoid about anybody knowing who he is, so he has agreed to meet with us right here. We're waiting to see if he makes an appearance.
About 20 minutes after we arrived, he showed up and agreed to talk to me while we drove around the Bronx.
What made you start doing this?
After years of constantly being stopped by the police for no reason, I decided to take matters into my own hands.
NYC Resistance told us he'd been stopped and frisked so many times over the years, he'd lost count. As a young Black man living in the Bronx, he says it can be a daily occurrence, which is why he decided to pick up his camera and start fighting back.
Let me introduce, my name is NYC Resistance, right?
Okay.
And I record when the police do stop and searches.
They harass us on a regular basis. It's nothing new, you know what I'm saying? It's always like this.
NYC Resistance agreed to show us how he works, but only if we'd hide his face and never reveal his true name. He says he fears retaliation from the NYPD.
How'd you pick your name, NYC Resistance?
I'm resisting the box that NYPD is trying to put me in. Basically saying that, hey, you're young, you're Black, you don't have the right to walk the streets without being subjected to a search or harassment.
Critics say the marijuana arrests are a byproduct of the stops NYC Resistance films. Hundreds of thousands of people stopped each year, and the police inevitably find a percentage of them carrying weed.